In this video, I'm working on this blue painted mini apothecary style cabinet, or whatever kind of cabinet you want to call it. It has paint all over the piece and cobwebs on the bottom, some scuffs throughout, and a few issues we will deal with in the video. But I have a pretty fun plan for this piece that I plan on keeping for myself. So let's get this project started and start removing some of this paint. If you didn't know, I started a community called the Furniture Squad. It's a close-knit community with almost 400 members where we share our furniture projects, share our tips, tricks, and just help each other out to stay motivated. If you're interested in joining, make sure to check out the link in the description or scan for more info. This video is sponsored by the EufyMake E1, and I'm going to be using it in this project. The E1 is the world's first personal 3D textured UV printer. It can print full color designs on over 300 different materials like wood, leather, metal, glass, and so much more. So I've been playing around with it for the last couple of days, and what's impressed me the most is the level of detail in the print. Not only can it print incredibly sharp, detailed images, it can also print raised textures that you could actually see and feel. For this project, I'm going to print out some custom label pulls. So these little label pulls I found at a local store here, and we're gonna make these little custom label plates right on the inside of these. So we need to make 8 of them, and I have a pretty fun idea. I could actually use this and keep for myself. So let's get this project started, and I'll show you how it all works. So I'm making my cabinet a sandpaper cabinet, so it's going to hold that for me, and I'm making label plates for each different grit of sandpaper. So starting with 80 grit, and then a photo of 80 grit sandpaper, 100 grit, 100, 120, 240, and then I'll have a drawer that'll have sanding extras on it. So this is EufyMake Studio. There's a bunch of projects you can look through on this app, which is awesome. And you don't even need Canva. You can just make stuff in this app. But I'm just so used to Canva, I use it all the time. Anyways, to get started, I'm going to click New Design. This is going to open up my design that I'm going to print. We are going to use the images that I downloaded from Canva here, and we're going to insert them in the EufyMake app right here. Okay, now I have all the images uploaded on the EufyMake Studio. I'm going to head over to the machine and place our paper on the adhesive mat on the flatbed piece. So I cut out all these pieces of paper for the label plates, and now we are going to stick them on this piece here, the flatbed. This whole flatbed top piece here has a full adhesive sheet on it, so this thing's actually sticky. And what I'm going to do here is stick these on right to the adhesive pad, but I'm also going to use some tape, because as you can see, sometimes you might overflow here onto the sticky mat. and you might as well place some tape. It'll make it for peeling out these easier, and if you do have any spillover, it won't stick on your mat, and your mat will last longer. Even though these are replaceable, it's just nice to have it last a little bit longer. So now I have all the paper stuck onto the adhesive mat and just some tape behind, so if I do have a bit of spillover on the tops, it's not a big deal. I just peel the tape off later. So let's throw this back in the machine, and then we will go to the computer, take a picture of it, because there's a camera in the EufyMake E1, and then we can place out all of our grits on each one of these. Lock. After sticking everything to the adhesive mat and putting the flatbed back in, now we can come over here and click snapshot. And on our machine, on the EufyMake E1, it's going to take a picture and show us our printing platform. So now you can see the image is in the background. So that is our printing platform on the flatbed. So now I'm going to place everything in the correct places. So when we print, it prints right in the right spot. Okay, now I have everything in place, and now I just need to click on the background of each, and I need to click pattern texture because this is going to be a textured piece. We want to make it feel like real sandpaper. So as you can see here, it's kind of showing what the texture looks like. The thickness, I'm going to make the 80 grit one a little bit thicker. So let's make this 0.8 and that smoothness 4. And that one's good. So because we have 2 different layers for each one, we have a text layer and the sandpaper layer. I'm going to click the text now. And what I'm going to do here is do a flat raised. So it's going to actually show that it's raised off the piece a bit. So we're going to have a textured text layer on top. And the thickness of this is going to be, I'm going to make it 0.80. So I set all the pattern textures, and then I have the flat raise. So now we are ready to start printing. So let's see how long this is going to take. So I click print. Now we are starting. Click the start button. Now I'm going to let this print for almost 30 minutes. I have my window open, and I'm going to have the fan going, and I'm going to leave the room. Okay, we're all done. Let's open it up. They recommend you wear gloves, and this is looking pretty good. That's pretty cool. And let's take a look at this piece one more time before we got started on it. And here is what it looks like after. Here is the reason why I thought this would be perfect for sandpaper. The drawer, the sandpaper box fits perfectly. So for sanding extras, you can put your foam sanding pads in there, 600 grit sandpaper, and then my extra sanding pads. There's a bunch of stuff like that can go in there.